The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes going for the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
2nd and 10.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And some strong running. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. That's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
To the right side and caught by center.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
You have to figure with this offense on second and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on third and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become fourth down?
And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Mahomes now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pass incomplete.
You look at this Carolina defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now here's Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Fighting to stay upright. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Panthers are 12-2 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. And that last throw is going to do it. The passing yardage there is going to be enough to break Peyton Manning's mark from 2013 of 5,477 passing yards. So congratulations to him on what has been a downright outstanding season. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
This now a 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes to throw once more. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Senate, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Able to power through, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 26. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. Breaks a tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers offense and Jordan Addison headed back onto the field. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down. A sack back on second.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming up with that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Able to push his way through. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Outright to Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Mahomes again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. The Patriots still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we'll move from Southern California to Southern Nevada as we head over to check on the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tua Tagovailoa with 2 first-half touchdown passes. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's 4th. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
You can just see it in their body language. You're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they're going to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Mahomes. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hope. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Mahomes. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter
run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Nolan Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
I'd like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ford.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Morgan. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Back to throw. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run on the draw. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Morgan. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mahomes now to throw. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
They'll boot it away from about his 35. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Nolan Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play,
He's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers about ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Nolan Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
On the counter, it's Walker.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Seahawks, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.